Hey guys, Tim here, finding out what kind of deals you can get in America. America. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so Tech Yes City has inspired me to see what I can do for $200. Now, granted, this I got cheap in the $200 range because, as you're gonna see, it's very dirty. Now, you can find, this is a Studio 9000 XPS Dell system. There's a lot of these around in the US, and a lot of them are just getting thrown away because people are upgrading to faster systems, and there's still an i7 in this box, and if you can find a Studio 8100 or 8000, those have i5s. They're first gen, but they're still nice chips. So what can we do with a system like this? So I got this system for $200, like I said, mostly because it's a dust hound. And like here, and this is not for mock-up, I found this in the front here. God. Yeah. It's like half a dog and a bunch of dust. Ugh. So, needless to say, that was on the front intake. The complaint with the system was it was unstable and shutting down randomly. I think we all know what's going to be the cause here. But what I'm going to do is take it all apart, see what kind of performance I can get out of it, and then we're going to do some other tests to see if you can buy something like this and then spend bigger money on a video card, or maybe you have a system like this, spend 500 bucks on a video card, and how close do you get to the performance of spending another $3,000 on top of that? Also, we have this handy dandy ATI Radeon, which is also encrusted, the blower motor especially, in dust. And I want to see before and after of taking this apart and putting it back together if it actually helps. So we're going to do that in a separate video. Stay tuned for that one. But for now, cleaning and autofocus not doing very well. Okay, so I got it mostly torn down except for this. Well, the motherboard's still in there. I'm going to take that out and deal with it. But this is the thing I found on these Dells, and a reason. God, just look at the. I mean, you wonder why this thing's overheating. These Dells. I mean, look at this. It's just this stuff just keeps falling out of it everywhere. First of all, don't put your PCs on the floor, for God's sakes, people. Second thing, these Dells have this front metal piece for whatever reason. The fans are almost always behind this piece, which is like an open section. But I can't really, see if I can get you guys in there. Come with me to the tour of disgusting. So I don't know how well you can see. But I don't know how well you guys can see that, but look at just the horde of hair and stuff in there. And there's no good way in this case to clean that. So I'm basically going to take all the electronics out of it and give it a bath. Not with water. Not with brake fluid either. Tech Yes City, you crazy man, crazy. But yes, I mean this is really disgusting, is what it is. So of course, guys, we're going to check out the performance on Overwatch. So stay with me and we'll see how the 5870 does. So for options, 1920 by 1200, VSync off, triple buffering off, display performance stats we want on. Limit FPS, display based, which is supposedly 60. Graphics quality at medium, because this is 1080p. The rendering scale, most of the stuff is low. Fog detail is medium, low, medium lighting quality, and medium refraction quality. Everything else right down the middle. So let's go ahead and apply, and then go back, hopefully. It's definitely, you know, not as pretty, mind you, as some of the games when you're playing at higher res. However, it's definitely playable. I mean, it's totally, you'll see when there's other guys around. It's definitely playable. I have no idea what we're doing. I think we're defending a waypoint here. Uh-oh, I just killed myself. So, at medium, we're at 70 FPS the whole time. Let's jump out here and switch over to high. So I will say it's a little jitterier. I don't know if that's a real term. I definitely see a little bit of tearing when I go side to side. And it definitely, when you get any of the effects, see there, when you get a lot of stuff on the screen, we're dipping down, you know, to 58's the lowest I've seen so far. So, still totally playable though. I mean, for a $200 PC, you can play this game just fine. You know, I think you can easily pick up an older system with an older video card. And remember, guys, I mean, you could find like a 290, a 280, a 270 especially. There we go. So see, even with all that stuff, still 65, 66 frames. Ultra. And then, of course, we got to back out again, which sucks, but whatever. Yeah, see here, okay. This is the breaking point, guys. It is definitely, the breaking point is ultra. We're in the mid 60s, and I'm just moving around. Pretty good screen tearing side to side. And, you know, there's mid 60s, 40s, mid 40s when there's people around. So I would say safely, you can play this game on high settings with this $200 system. I don't know, pretty playable to me. Okay guys, so there it is. It's all clean. We went through the benchmarks. It's actually a pretty good machine. Granted, hard drive issues, but for 200 bucks, 250 with the used SSD, I think it's a pretty good deal. Now in the US, you see a lot of these because there's a lot of businesses. I of course work for Microsoft as my normal day job. So that means that sometimes stuff like this comes up from people or from like the Zones warehouse where they'll sell, you know, to employees or employees selling to employees, personal stuff. And you can find whole systems like this where somebody's upgrading to something new, but that's still an i7-920. It's a perfectly good system, 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, for the money, great deal. Now, granted, I did pick up this system because it was overheating and because the person thought it might have had a bad hard drive. So I knew going into it there was some risk. However, I think I won 1 out of 2. It is no longer overheating. All of the temps are 5 to 7 degrees lower after cleaning it and replacing a couple fans. Now, the hard drive did actually fail. It's smart detected, and that's just, you know, the risk you take with mechanical hard drives. This is Tim for Timmy Tech TV. Guys, make sure you check us out at Timmy Tech TV on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, this is Tim. See you guys.